Okay, so maybe I was lying a little bit in the last episode when I said that I did them on a mission-based thing, but I'm pretty sure I start doing that around episodes 3 or 4. Just at the moment here, I was going on a basic 15 to 16 minute thing. But I also am really bad with skipping all the text, and I fixed that I think around episode 10. But here's a sword. So that's fun. And being the badass that Dante is, he just, doesn't bother with the sword stuck in him and just pretty much stands up and pulls himself off of it. Though right there, I don't see how that's possible, because it looks like it went through his head. But hey, it's Dante, who cares? So here's our pretty much replacement for the weapon we just had, which once we are able to power up, when we find a statue or something that'll allow us to do that, we can start buying actual abilities. Because we couldn't do that with our previous sword. Now, if I had been aware, and I might as well inform you of this, in this library there is a desk that is on the opposite side of this painting, that should you smash that desk, and it's the one right there actually, had I smashed that, I would have found that the shotgun is in there. Shotgun turns out to be in every game, and it turns out it was the only gun that I had missed in my original run-through. So, this is a shotgunless run just because I didn't know where it was. And that's also an ability that the marionettes do not use if you're playing on easy. At least I'm pretty sure they don't. Because when I first got out the game, I was bad at it. So I died relatively easily and then got kind of stuck on easy. But the game's still fun as hell. But I was getting used to fighting the things. So automatic made that fun. I was able to use some of his better looking abilities. But as you can see, I'm using basically the same 3 moves over and over again, just because I'm not bothering to mess with the timing, just because I don't know how the other combos go. Because you could have 3 other combos to do with that, and I just don't know how to time them. Nor did I want to learn, so that's what you get stuck with. But as you'll notice, when we picked up Alastor, which I'm guessing is how you pronounce the name of the sword, Alastor, whatever. I just remembered I didn't talk about the guns in the last episode. You have your handguns, Ebony and Ivory, that are, staple of the series. If Dante's in it, they're going to be in it too. They fire quickly, but they're kind of weak. But, they're good. They're still good guns. And if you need to do some range damage, they're good in a pinch. Though they don't usually raise your stylish rank, so they're kind of the easy way out. And that'll definitely come into play at a later date, should that plan go through. I just got a stylish rank because I'm so awesome at this game. But, what was I talking about? And I just got a trophy, I believe it's called Thunderstruck, for getting an S stylish rank with the Alistair. And with another weapon that we'll pick up at some point in the game, if you get an S rank with that, you also get another trophy for that, but I'm not going to spoil what that is. You'll see it in a couple episodes, I think. But another difference between easy and normal I didn't remember at the moment was that if you're playing normal, to fire your guns you have to hold R1, which will aim at a target, and then pretty much mash square. In normal, all you have to do is hold square, and you'll fire pretty much forever. So, bit of a difference, but not too big of a difference until you get to some of the other levels, where it kind of sticks out. But it's not too big a deal that you need to be using a gun there anyway. But as I was trying to say before, that bar underneath our health with the 3 runes that you can't see right now is our special ability called Devil Trigger. If you're familiar with God of War in any way, the Rage of the Gods or the Rage of the Titans or Rage of Sparta or whatever it is in the 3rd game, that's basically what that is. You go into basically a rage mode where you deal bonus damage. And in Devil May Cry's case, at least on normal, if you're in Devil Trigger, you regenerate health, and your weapons do more damage. Guns included. If I were to use Devil Trigger here and start shooting at them instead of just regular bullets, they would be pretty much lightning bullets, which would be nice. But I don't need Devil Trigger here, and I don't have much of it to begin with. You need 3 runes charged up to activate it, and as you can see, I only have 3. I don't have a lot of abilities for Alistair anyway, so it's not that big a deal. So, it's not something really to worry about. But here's the Staff of Judgment that we need for the Judge of Death, which, now that we've picked that up, we'll open this passage back into a room that we've seen already. So, now just leave. And the door is covered for some reason. How could that be? And why is the Grim Reaper fading from that painting? And why is something coming out of the painting? And oh great. It's an enemy. Or 2. Or 3. So here's a new enemy type called the Sin Scissors. We'll see a few variations of these guys throughout the game. These are the most basic ones. And also while I was in here I had a second chance to get the shotgun, but again I didn't know it was up there. Though the shotgun is pretty good to use against them. One good blast will knock their scissors away, and another good blast should kill them in one hit. So, if you haven't played Devil May Cry 1 yet, that's a good tip. 2 good blasts with a shotgun will take out a Sin Scissors. And now that we've eliminated all the ones in the room, we can get out. So joy. So let us do that. Now there's some spiders here, leading us to the door for whatever reason. Now you could easily go and sort all of them, but if you're playing on automatic or just want to use your guns a little bit more, just shoot them. You auto target anyway. That's another mission down. And the reason that's 28 minutes is because I paused, as you saw, in the middle of the episode and did not realize that added on to my mission time. So apparently I was away from the recording for about 20 minutes, and probably would have gotten a better rank had I not been away for 20 minutes. But here's Mission 3, Destroyer of Ardor. Overcome the trial and get the Pride of the Lion. And we can power up. Get Devil Stars, Vital Stars, Holy Waters, Untouchables, Blue Orbs, Purple Orbs, and Yellow Orbs. But that's not the big deal. Let's get Stinger. As you can see, we get a few abilities right off the bat here. And those are the only abilities that you get available to you. You have to buy all of them. Stinger's pretty good because from the start you have a back and triangle combo which will knock enemies into the air. This basically just grants you the forward triangle combo where you charge forward with your weapon. Level 1 doesn't have very good range, which interferes with my gameplay 1 or 2 times throughout the game. But it's not that big a deal. So, it doesn't hinder me too much. But it does hinder me a few times. And there's other abilities we can get there. One of which I think is only like 700 red orbs, which is a pretty good one that I do, spoiler alert, I do end up purchasing at some point in the game after I need it. I'll let you guess where that is. Some more red orbs. I'd say this game, there's a bit of backtracking in it actually. You come back through some of the beginning areas after they've been changed quite dramatically. And then there's lightning from the sky. And then the bridge shatters. Fantastic. And now we're underwater and our health is very slowly draining. Great. But, standing here, this reveals a new enemy type, the Sargassos, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. There are 2 variants of them in the entire game. The basic skull one we're looking at, and a bigger skull variant that we see once or twice later in the game. You don't see them a lot. They're usually associated with one boss that's in the last quarter of the game, roughly. So, not going to be seeing a lot of them. But now, doing all that we did, lowered the light around the Pride of the Lion, so we can pick that up now. Of course, I can't see the text, small as the window is. But here's a gigantic-ass spider. Lava spider at that. Very nice. I think subtitles are on so you can understand what he's saying. Just Dante doesn't get them.
What a big surprise. I hope for your sake you got something inside that big body of yours.
So here's our first boss, Phantom. The way the boss fights usually work in this game is you fight them 3 times, with the 3rd time being the final battle where they end up dying in some way. And I'm pretty sure all the bosses in the game actually follow suit with this. Phantom is the first one. He's kinda tricky because the best way to do damage to him is to jump pretty much on his back and attack the open spot in his back when his tail comes up. Apart from that, you can try and hit him in the face, but it's probably not going to work that well. But as you can see, going for that open lava spot is definitely the thing to do. But it can be a little bit tricky. I remember Phantom majorly tripped me up first time I played the game. And I was playing on easy. But as you can see, I'm doing moderately okay. He is the first boss, so if I didn't do moderately okay, that'd be kind of bad. But he runs away, the hands on the doors fade, and in the middle of the room there should, or right there, it's a good bounty of red orbs. You get some big ass red orbs when you defeat a boss. As you should, you need some kind of reward for almost getting yourself killed. But that clears off that mission. Cleared it in under 5 minutes. Got 333 or 833, I can't tell. Got a trophy for that, and got a B rank. Not bad. 200 more orbs. Not a hell of a lot, but I might be able to get a new skill with that, or a new item of some sort. But here's the first of multiple times we will see the save screen. Saving is a good idea whenever you clear a boss, at least. Because as I said in the previous episode, if you run out of yellow orbs, you start back from a save. But we'll start this in the next episode. Mission 4.